Mm, mm. All right. What is up, all you fucking gym fanatics, or really gymaholics? Because if you're like me, you're addicted to this shit, even on the bad days. You know, really, there's a phrase that I like to kind of repeat in my head and tell myself. Um, I mean, it's pretty simple, but it's that a bad day in the gym, or no. Actually, let me get this right. Okay, a bad workout is better than no workout, and I really subscribe to that. Now, there's legitimate reasons maybe someone should take a day off, take days off even if you need to. But I'm a believer that the list for reasons that someone should do that it's a very short list. Okay, but there are reasons. I will concede that. But also, again, like I just said, a bad workout is better than no workout. Just get your body moving, doing something. You'll find if nothing else, like I said, physically, maybe it is a bad workout and it didn't really do much. A lot of times mentally, it can do a lot. Like I said, just get your body moving and make you feel good to know that you kind of conquered in a way a day that maybe from the start, kind of like how I feel right now. That you're like, man, I'm still sore. I'm really sore actually from yesterday. I'm tired. This fast is getting to me. But when you could push through, and these are very minor inconveniences compared to the grand scheme of things, but we can kind of push through something like that and just accomplish a workout. Again, even a bad one. Mentally, it can keep you going. Really, the biggest step to a fitness journey, or even if we're going to kind of scale it down and just say the biggest step to a individual workout is, I think, just getting your foot literally through the in the door and getting your ass in the gym. That is the biggest step. Once you do that, like right now, like I said, I don't feel the best. The fast is really starting to just get that and kind of squeeze on me. But I actually lost my train of thought. Shit. That probably is also because of the fast. Give me a little bit of brain fog, but maybe that's just a sign that I just need to do a fucking set. How about that? So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's do a set. See how I feel. Well, I kind of already know how I feel, but sometimes your body can surprise you. So the set might go better than I expect, but I'll probably end up doing three like this, a little on the heavier side, and then do a couple lighter. I might actually even add a little weight. It really just depends how this first one goes. So, You see, like, I don't know, maybe not even a month ago, maybe a couple months ago, somewhere in that time frame, I actually had two additional 5 pound plates on here, which granted it's not a ton of extra weight, but more nonetheless. And I'm pretty sure I did more reps and it felt better with a little bit heavier weight. So that tells me right there that this fast is really starting to affect me, which is not a surprise. Like, I'm not saying that as if like, oh my god, what the fuck's going on? Nothing like that. But it's me just kind of be like, okay, here it is. I knew this was coming, and it's here. I'm actually not gonna go up. I'm gonna leave the weight here. I did 12. Last two or three are pretty rough. I typically do better on the second set, pretty much every workout at this point. And I'm not gonna guarantee that's gonna happen here because of everything I just said before that. We'll see, but I'm gonna do two more nonetheless, and then I'll go lighter and do two more again. I made a quick mention. It may have been a couple weeks now that I'm highly considering flipping my second back day, which is today, back and biceps. But to be specific with back, I'm thinking about flipping my second back day with leg day, which would be tomorrow. You know, I'd pretty much be training legs today, right now, and back and biceps would be tomorrow for the second back day. Because just one day rest, it's a cool feeling. Like, I love, oddly enough, as much as I bitch and complain about when I'm too sore how it messes up my workouts, I still oddly like the feeling. It just feels like, you know, you don't need to get sore to have a good workout, but I feel like it kind of, maybe it's confirmation bias, even though, again, that doesn't confirm you had a great workout. That could actually be confirming maybe you're training too much or something, whatever. But just the one day's rest between my back days, whew, it is tough. Some days and weeks are better than others, but just one set and my back feels sore as fuck already. So, damn. Even my biceps. I'm committed now, though. No backing out. Let's do a couple more. Ah. No, this song ain't gonna cut it. Fuck no. Good song, but for right now, oh, here we go. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go a little lighter than what I even normally would on these lighter back down sets. I just feel like for today, it kind of calls for that. I could just feel if I don't, it might, I don't know, I might end up regretting it. I mean, it's kind of the whole point of working out, but there is a line you don't want to cross, I believe, especially when you can feel it while you're working out, like what are you doing? If you feel something that feels bad, feels off, or you just feel like, man, today's just not my day, um, adjust if you need to. And that's what I'm doing right now. Normally, I'm still gonna take these off, take the 5 out down here, and then after that, normally I'd only go up like 1 or 2. I'll go up 3. So again, it's not much lighter, but enough that I think it'll make the difference maybe that I need. Let's do 2 more. That one made me a little bit nauseous. You know what a good remedy to that is? Do another set. Why not? Good drop set here. Let me just drop set. Shit. All right, you know what sounds just about perfect right now? If I went over to that preacher curl machine and started doing some biceps. You know, now that I can't feel my arms at all, Let's go do some biceps. It sounds counterintuitive and almost ass backwards, but there is a method to the madness. Um, it's just my biceps and triceps are probably my two best attributes. It's like, do I really want to train them fresh when I know my back needs to kind of be built up to catch up to my arms? I kind of want to train my back when I'm a little more fresh. I can lift a little more, still with the caveats of good form, being heavy enough without being too heavy, that I can do sufficient reps. Um, but think if I did three three sets or 5 sets like I did here, biceps first, it would definitely affect what I could have done here. So like my approach is hit the weaker body parts first, still train it the same way I would biceps, but hit them first when I can lift a little more, push it a little harder. I'm more fresh and get more out of it, and then do my arms because they don't need much, you know. If anything, right now, really. All right, let's go do that though. So the machine is completely maxed out. I'm thinking at least 12 reps. If I can do more, I will. And if I can't, I don't know. Too bad, I guess. Well, I know there's at least 12. I think I might have done one more though. I always say though. I mean, basically, the number of reps really doesn't matter unless you're training for a specific, maybe strength level or something like that. What really matters is the intensity and that you just do enough. However many enough is on that set, just do that. Obviously, I mean, that's why I said basically there is a little bit of reps do matter, but um, as long as you're not doing sets of two or sets of 60 or 50, I think as long as you're somewhere between a heavy seven, if you want to start kind of heavier at the very beginning of your workout, and then maybe sometimes I even go all the way to 25, 30 reps for maybe a couple sets at the end, somewhere in there. But like I said, the main thing is that it's intense. You're pushing it, doing it basically to where you can't do anymore. That's how you grow. I'll do one more here, and I might switch it up and do something else. Just see how I feel for the next one. Well, that got heavy fast. Yeah, I'm gonna move on to static arm curls. Oh dear baby Jesus, help me! I'm really feeling it now. So much so that I'm gonna do something I don't typically do. I'm not even gonna do a drop set. No drop set for biceps today. The 4 sets that I did were enough. I could make the argument, especially if I started, if I didn't do the 2 preacher curl sets, I could make the argument I could have made it through 3 sets with the 50s, go 5 pounds heavier each arm. I mean, granted, it'd be way tougher. This is only my 3rd week doing them again. There's no rush. I'll keep doing these until I feel like, okay, you know what? It's absolutely time to try the 50s. Until then, I'm gonna keep doing the 45s. They're working really good. All right, let's wrap this up some back. I'm probably not gonna go crazy here. I am feeling it, man. Like holy shit, am I feeling it? So something pretty simple, enough to get the back pumped up again and get some good sets in, and I'm done. I normally don't like using this machine too much. It doesn't really go heavy enough. The only time I typically use it is whenever, say, I'm doing like one final set or maybe a couple on one big giant drop set. Then I'll do it, get some high rep stuff in. Like I said, it's usually at the end, and this is the end, so I'm basically doing the same thing. Um, but then again, I'm not because I'm actually doing 3 traditionally normal straight sets. It's not a big drop set or nothing like that, or a big finisher set, as some people like to call them. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a pussy today. That might be it. As much as I don't want to admit that, I gotta say though, dude, I like not trying to how's the right way to say it? I guess not to bitch too much. Just plain and simple. I mean, yesterday and today, I'm just sore. I'm tired, and I slept decent last night, so like I know I can almost pinpoint the fast that I've been doing. This is week 4 now that I've been doing it. It's it's taking its toll on me. And again, it comes with the territory, so I sound like a broken record. Um, but I kind of like to think out loud, and I like to kind of reanalyze things over and over. That's part of what keeps me in here. It's just an obsession. So it's like I'm repeating myself, but because I'm constantly thinking like, why do I feel like this? Why do I, could I have slept better? Could I have done this better or that better? And I think it's just the fast. I'm depleted of nutrients and calories. My body's not recovering as good, so it's something I'm just going to have to suck up and deal with. The workout's going to keep going. I'm going to keep showing up. So it is what it is. Let's do 2 more. I'll do one, a little bit of rest, and then we'll finish it with one final one on our drop set. You know, for all the bitching and crying that I've done today, I will say I feel like I got a pretty nasty pump right now. There's only one way to know for sure. We gotta go check this shit out. I'm either gonna be really excited or very disappointed with what I see. I don't think there's gonna be any middle ground today. All right, what do we got going on here? Check the biceps real quick first, since they are free right now, free roaming. I'm happy. I am completely. I mean, the gas tank is on E too, but that makes me happy in an odd way, right? But I know I pushed it as hard as I could today. The power of persevering and pushing through, and I even said it a little bit earlier, um, and the power of knowing something's gonna be tough, but you're gonna do it anyways, and you're gonna finish. Um, I mean, that can go a long way, man. It could carry you very far because not every workout is gonna be something that you're even excited to do. I mean, I'm just being bluntly honest, like I am and I'm not, like the days that I'm really sore and tired, or say I'm sick. I mean, it's a drag, you know. Now maybe I get in here and I do a couple sets or a couple warm ups, and I'm like, okay, now I feel ready. But even still, it's not the same. So, if you're starting your fitness journey and you think it's gonna be unicorns and rainbows, because at the very beginning of your fitness journey, everyone's motivated. That's what gets them started. You're motivated. When that motivation goes away, and it's just you have to just rely on grit and consistency and dedication. Those feelings, those unicorns and rainbows, they're not there anymore. You know what I mean? They are not there. Um, so it's just persistence, pushing through, even on the days you don't feel like it, and just show up. I said that earlier too. Just show up, man, and you'll be surprised. Usually, not every time. Sometimes you show up and it's just a fucking hell of a day. But usually on the days you kind of feel, just show up, and I feel like you'll be surprised on what you can do. Now that doesn't mean fucking go so hard that you can't even get out of bed the next day, but there's a middle ground. I think you get what I'm saying, right? Do I even get what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just here. I got a good back and bicep workout. That's all I can ask for today. So I'm gonna go home, rest up, hydrate, start eating, but not until 5. I am fasted right now, and that's gonna continue for another. I think I got like 3 hours still. I will drink a protein shake just to get a little bit of protein in me. But yeah, try to get ready for tomorrow's leg day because leg day it feels like forever, but at least the past month, every time I get nauseous, lightheaded. I mean, it just whoops my ass, dude. So I need to prepare. I need to prepare mentally, physically, spiritually, any way you could think of. Let's get one little last bicep look, and I am out of here. See, when I step back, I lose detail. But when I'm too close, I don't know. We do one back here, and I'll do one closer too.